Okay, for the next slide. So, as you can see in the slide, it talks about noise. And I mentioned earlier at the start of this discussion that the environment of communication is full of noises. Okay, so sorry sa commercial break. Okay, dito ako sa office namin. So here are some examples of noise. So let us read one by one. So we are all aware that the ringing of a phone in the middle of an important meeting is actually a noise kasi it disrupts the communication process, the meeting that is ongoing. So ano din to, our noise din to, yung mga, ayun, yung mahilig mag-cram, hindi ba, na nagra-rush ng paper. So, na ang deadline ay kahapon at biglang nawalan ng kuryente at yung natira na lang doon sa ginawang kalahati na lang. That is actually noise. Hindi ka na makapag-focus sa ginagawa mo dahil nagra-rush ka. Okay? So, ito, usong-uso to sa mga estudyante, yung mga physically present but mentally absent. Yan. So, you're explaining a procedure to a group of new freshmen who look like nothing you've said so far has made sense to them. O so yan, di ba salita ng salita tapos hindi naman naiintindihan kung ano yung sinasabi. So physically present but mentally absent. Andun ka nga pero yung isip mo is nandoon sa ibang lugar, baka na iwan dun sa bahay niyo, ayan. Okay? O kaya doon sa lugar kung saan kayo huling nagkita ng jowa mo, isip pa ng isip, yan. Yung last date ninyo, ayan. Wala nang naintindihan sa tinuturo, okay? So, let's move to the next slide. So, this is another example of noise. Siyempre, yung static over telephone lines, kapag mahina yung signal, blaring of the radio, pagka naglilipad ka ng radyo, ang stasyon, tapos medyo nagkakaroon ng tawag dito, yung blaring nga na yun, o lumalabo. Even yung pagbusina outside, dito pag nagkaklase kayo, then may dumadaan mga sasakyan, di ba? It is also a form of noise. Kasi sabi dyan, noise is any interference with the message traveling along the channel, which may lead to the signal received being different from that sent. Okay. So ito pa yung another set of examples of noise. So we have the negative impressions. Negative impressions, ayan, tawag dito, nakita mo lang na parang hindi mo gusto yung style niya, ayan, nagkaroon ka ng negative impression. So, among your classmates, maybe may ganyang scenario nung first day of class niya or first day of school. So, dahil hindi mo type yung kanyang tawag dito, outfit or siya overall as a person. So, it actually affects na yung communication mo sa kanya pagka kinakausap ka na niya, hindi mo masyadong pinapansin. Even cultural differences is also a type of noise. Kasi nga, di ba, pinag-aralan natin na language will actually serves as a bridge di ba? Between cultures. But minsan, ito pa yung nagiging tawag dito, factor para hindi kayo magkaintindihan because of the differences of the language you talk or you speak. And there are terms which are similar to your cultural context but different in meaning. So, aside from that, we have the undiagnosed learning deficiencies. Ito yung, I think siguro one of you na-experience na to kasi ako. Before then, as a student na experience ko din yan, undiagnosed learning deficiencies but not all the time. So, ito yung halimbawang gusto mong makinig sa teacher mo, gusto mong matuto, but hindi mo alam kung ano yung dahilan kung bakit hindi mo talaga maintindihan. Not because hindi siya marunong mag-explain, but rather there is a factor that actually affects siguro sa psychologically yung factor niyo hindi mo talaga maintindihan kahit all ears all eyes ka na. It is actually called undiagnosed learning deficiencies. Okay, so Okay, we have here the classification of communication barriers. Yung mga diniscuss ko kanina na example is actually classified into three. So the first one is the technical problem. So ito yung halimbawa, tawag dito merong sa isang training setup, then marami siyang audience, then yung audio is mahina. So it is actually a technical problem. Doon siya naka-classify. So yung mga radiostatic, bad cellular signal are the examples of technical problems. Then we have here semantic problems. So pagka sinabing semantic problem, semantics kasi means meaning eh. So ito yun, yung ang tawag dito, how different you understood uh, as as a term, yung merong double meanings na word or term, sabi diyan. Okay, how precisely the meaning is conveyed. Okay, so doon naka-fall yun. Yung iba yung meaning sa'yo sa culture ng iba. Then, we have here the effectiveness problem. So, ayun yung physically present, mentally absent, effectiveness problems. How effectively does the received message affect behavior? So, then, we have here another classification of communication barriers or noise. So, etong, bukod pa ito doon sa classification, this is another set of classification of communication barriers. So, itong ABCDE na yan, channel noise, environmental noise, semantic noise, social, psychological noise, and others is actually categorized into three by a group of scientists. So, these are the following: physical barriers, psychological, cultural barriers, yung sinasabi natin kanina dyan na physically present, mentally absent, the first impression, etc. And yung mga social barriers. Okay? So, tingnan natin. So, isa-isahin natin yung uh, examples ng noise. But let me stop here kasi masyado na palang mahaba yung recordings ko. Okay? So, tuloy natin ito.